You're watching Inside Automotive with Jim Fitzpatrick.
Hey everyone, Jim Fitzpatrick with CBT News. Welcome back into Inside Automotive, exclusively right here at CBT News. You know, if you've read automotive news or you tune in to CBT News, you see that Hyundai is now partnering with Amazon. I think a lot of people predicted there would be an OEM that would be partnering with Amazon, and that Amazon at some point in time would be entering the retail automotive business, selling new vehicles, not used vehicles. But this has caused quite a wave out there, quite a stir. There's a lot of dealers that are concerned about this. I know there's probably a lot of OEM executives watching this by the sidelines as well. So I wanted to bring in Mr. Jim Ziegler, who you all know in the industry. He is outspoken. He tells it like it is. He's not afraid of hurting anybody's feelings. So I wanted to bring him in. He's done an extensive article on this that's gotten a ton of response on his social media outlets and such. So here he is in the studio, Mr. Jim Ziegler. Thank you so much for once again joining us on the show.
Well, thank you for having me.
Yeah, last time you were in, we talked about your incredible new book. I know it's doing well, but we want to talk to you now about this Hyundai and Amazon relationship that's making everybody a bit nervous. And I know you've written about it, so I'll let you pick it up right there.
It makes me a little nervous. I'm not sure whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. We're still debating that. Is it a good thing that Amazon, the juggernaut with a huge database, the huge customer base, all of a sudden did Jose Munoz, did he make a good deal?
Right.
I mean, does he have bad intentions? What we're afraid of right now is that the manufacturer is going to all of a sudden use this as a tool to phase out dealers.
Right. Or at least change the relationship, right?
Well, changing the relationship. You know, Farley at Ford dropped the bomb about 2 weeks ago that, yeah, we'd like to get rid of the dealers. Or he didn't say that exact wording.
I was going to say, you're making some big news here at CBT News.
No, that was Ziegler's opinion and interpretation.
Okay. Read between the lines.
That was my interpretation of what he said.
Okay.
What he said is, you know, and he almost did say exactly that. It was close to it.
Sure.
You know, so with the manufacturers looking at dealers and going to the agency model, Stellantis in Europe is trying to go to the agency model where they reduce dealers to delivery people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where all the dealer does is deliver the vehicle.
Sure.
The price is preset, which how can Amazon sell cars without a one price?
Right. So is the financing in many cases.
The one price is already predetermined, so the dealer becomes a delivery mechanism. What are they going to pay the dealers?
Right.
Are they challenging the franchise laws? Mm-hmm. My good friend, attorney Len Bellavia, my personal attorney.
We've had him here on CBT News
He's
all the
time. He's my personal attorney. Lenny Bellavia said that he interprets it as being illegal.
Okay.
You know, a violation of franchise laws.
Okay.
So, is it the manufacturer helping the dealers? Mm-hmm. Is it the manufacturer double crossing the dealers, one step closer to manufacturers becoming the seller, direct sales?
Right.
Yeah, that's what we're looking at.
Sure. What do you say to the dealer that says, look, if a manufacturer wants to pay me 7% on every car that I deliver, and I can bring my costs down because they're going to be doing the heavy lifting on the marketing and the selling of these vehicles, and they want me to use my store now as a delivery center, and I'm going to make a fixed percentage, and I'm going to service the car, and I'm going to make a fixed percentage there, and I'm going to get a little stipend for financing, then maybe that's not a bad idea.
Oh, it's not a bad idea. 7%, they're paying you that now. How are they going to write you a 10-year, 20-year contract to continue paying that 7%?
Won't last long.
Oh, right? No. How many? Wake up! Excuse me. Wake up! The manufacturers have a history.
Yeah.
And you know, when you talk about Jose was managing Nissan not too long ago, as I recall.
That's right.
And you know how that went.
Yeah.
You know, Hyundai's had a great deal relations.
Yeah.
I mean, Hyundai and Kia have been
Hyundai
dealer friendly.
All of the brokers I talk to in the industry will tell you that every dealer wants a Hyundai and Kia store.
Oh, absolutely.
If it could be in Florida, that's even better.
they just ranked the dealer appreciation
Yeah.
survey, and Ford came in dead bottom. I mean,
not good.
And that's Elena Ford's department, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, there you
Elena, wake up.
Yeah.
But anyway, so is this a double cross? Is it a violation of the franchise laws? Are the manufacturers, they're paying you now, and you mentioned the dealer gets to repair the cars.
Yeah.
Jim, the Right to Repair Act is strengthening every day. Biden just a year ago signed a revision to the Right to Repair Act. I envision, and my predictions are in the 90s of percentage of accuracy. I predict that you're going to see the day when the manufacturers at least attempt to have private shops doing warranty work.
Really?
Yeah, being reimbursed.
Wow.
Access
That'll be a headline.
Access to parts, access to diagnostics. I think
That's a scary thought.
I think your local Walmart repair shop is going to stop changing tires. Pep Boys. I mean,
Yeah.
think of all the private shops out there that.
Right.
And
Maybe it's an Amazon garage. Maybe Amazon buys Pet Boys and rebrands it.
Well, you mentioned that, but somebody told me, and I don't have this as a verified source, but the guy's been pretty trustworthy in the past. He said Amazon is building a repair facility outside of Los Angeles for pre-owned cars. Mm-hmm. So Amazon is getting into business, or at least that's somebody.
Well, and they've made
that
that comment a number of times. They've insinuated that they want to get into the retail auto industry, whether it be the used car or new car, and obviously there's a lot of people watching that, and attorneys as well.
You know who needs to be afraid of this? Cars.com, Auto Trader, Car Gurus. Amazon, your ship is sinking. Excuse me.
Just because of their huge power,
and
enormous reach.
The lead aggregator business is already dying.
Yeah.
Dealers are generating their own business.
Yeah.
So excuse me, that's not and here comes Amazon, the juggernaut. They've got all the customers in the world. Everybody is on Amazon.
Yeah. But I mean, when you talk to Alex Vetter, or you talk to the people at Cox Automotive, they'll tell you that, man, they're still getting tens of millions of people that visit those websites every month that are buyers.
Alex Vetter is the head of the company, not because he's a bad person. I mean, he certainly has a personality, but he's not going to get on your show and say, hey, my ship is sinking.
No, I know what I'm saying. But it's fair enough to say there are dealers that still think that that it's a viable source for leads.
Well, all lead aggregators have been reinventing their business.
Yeah.
Cars.com just launched another company.
That's right.
So all of a sudden they're looking for other profit centers.
Sure.
Because their main profit center might be making it now, but they can see the future.
Sure. They're pivoting.
And when you see Amazon coming into the business.
It's a big move. Now, you said it could be a good thing or it could be a bad thing. How can it be, in your estimation, how could it be a good thing? How could it be
could be a great thing if the manufacturers continue to pay the dealers.
Okay. And this is truly a lead program.
It's truly a lead program.
Right.
It won't be 50%, 60%, but it'll be a good percentage of the business. It won't be 100% of the business.
No.
The dealers are still going to be generating their own business.
Yeah.
Customers are still going to be walking in the showroom. They're going to be calling in your BDC.
Yeah.
They're going to be coming.
But I will say that with
keyboard,
their enormous reach, there's very few people out there, I think, that live in America today that don't use Amazon at some level for something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, even if they don't buy the product there, they're using it as a reference point to buy the product locally or from another retailer. They've got to be doing. If you're a Hyundai buyer, a potential Hyundai buyer, you've got to be going on to Amazon once this deal is done to say, well, before I walk into a dealership, I'm certainly going to go to Amazon to see what the price point is or what the experience is, right?
Well, yeah, but
I mean, haven't they kind of made the whole thing a one big, huge level playing field for that consumer that goes, I just got off of Amazon, and here's the deal.
Regardless, dealers have dealt with the aggregators in the past. I view Amazon as another aggregator.
Yeah.
I mean, they're going to have a price point. We can beat that price point. I know dealers that'll lose money to beat the price point.
That's a good point.
just to get the finance.
That's right. Or the used car trade-in, or whatever the case might be. Yeah.
You know, in the Revolutionary War, and I wasn't personally there for it, but I've been around a while.
That's a Ronald Reagan comment right there. Right?
Yeah, but during the Revolutionary War, the British wore bright red coats and marched down the middle of the street.
Right.
And the Patriots wore camouflage and hid behind the trees and rocks. That's the dealer.
Right.
We're not marching down the middle of the street in red coats. That's Amazon.
Right.
They're quoted.
That's right.
We have.
So you think
Many
it's wait and see right now to see how this thing unfolds? Probably too early to make a final judgment one way or the other.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I haven't made a decision on it. I've asked through channels, people that know all of us. I've asked Jose Munoz to come on an interview with me.
Okay, great.
And I will be very respectful, which other people have gone on my show and I have not been respectful. But I'll
That's what makes Jim Ziegler Jim Ziegler.
Right? Yeah. I'll be respectful, and
right.
But I do want to see what he has to say to the questions I have to ask.
Sure. Think he'll come on?
Well, we'll see. I've got a lot of people reaching out to him, and I've reached out to him through my channels.
Yeah, I think it'd be a good idea if he did.
Yeah.
I mean, you're a dealer advocate, and you're going to be asking him the questions that a lot of dealers want to know. Right?
I'm an influencer in the car business.
Yeah, no question about it.
Let's see if he'll come on and talk to me, because I have a lot of dealers that would love to see a Jim Ziegler interview with Jose Munoz.
That's right.
So
yep. Jim Ziegler, this is why we bring you in for your comments on these very important subjects that face dealers today. And so Jim Ziegler, president of Ziegler Super Systems, the alpha dog as you know him. But thank you so much. This is great.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for watching Inside Automotive with Jim Fitzpatrick.